I know grocery prices are shockingly expensive right now, and I want to try to help you learn a couple skills to keep your grocery budget in check. If you're just finding me, my name is Amy Cross, and this is the Cross Legacy, where I teach you how to save money on groceries. So if this is the first video that you're finding, we actually did a precursor to this one, and we will link that in the description of my entire shopping trip. So one of the things that I've learned over the years teaching classes, especially for young moms in our area, is that a lot of families, when they are on food stamps or on WIC, they don't know how to use their benefits to the full potential. And so that is something that I kind of want to be talking about here. So even if you're not on any kind of programs like that, there's still going to be tips that you can learn to help you save money while grocery shopping. So one of those things when you're grocery shopping is knowing what items are per unit and what is per pound. A lot of times the sign at the store will say sale price. So you know if you're buying an entire container of something like grapes, that's the sell price and that's how much it's going to ring up as. But occasionally it'll be per item. So if you are getting like 3 peppers for $5, you want to make sure that you get that many peppers so you know how much it's going to be, or it is per weight. So some things like watermelon is a per weight item, but I wanted to come back to these grapes. So there is a viral video going around on Instagram and TikTok. It's saying to take the amount of grapes that you want out of a bag, so not the Costco container, out of a bag, and then you can go to self-checkout and just pay for the amount of grapes that you are purchasing, which is fine for the person that wants a little bit. I'm not saying it's fine, but it benefits the person that just wants a little bit less of grapes and wants to be able to only buy that much, kind of like breaking a package of bananas open. But the person that is buying that bag of grapes is not buying it by weight. They're buying it by the scan code, so they're getting charged for the entire bag of grapes, even though somebody else has already taken out the other bunch of the grapes in the package. So not all viral trends on social media are something you should follow, but you should follow me for my strawberries in a jar and avocado tricks that have went viral, because they will save everybody money on groceries. So when I'm grocery shopping, I'm normally trying to figure out the tally as I go, and I'll keep track of that in my planner. Some of the things like garlic, I will occasionally buy in the bag like this, which it was $6 something in the bag. And I know last time I bought garlic, it was $1.50 a piece. So I know by buying the bag of garlic, I will go through these in the next year, and it was a lot cheaper than this. And we are talking about it being right after harvest season for garlic, so I know that this will stay fresh a long time. You will never see me buying a big bag of onions because I like picking out each individual one. I think that they stay fresher when they have the peel still attached on them. So I will always gravitate towards the ones that still have the peel, and I want to listen for it when I push down on it that it doesn't sound crinkly. That means it's already starting to dehydrate. Now when you store onions and garlic together, they are produce buddies. They live happy together in a basket, but they need to stay 3 feet away from potatoes, which will make each other spoil quicker. So peppers today, I ended up getting the little baby bell peppers in the bag instead of buying the single ones at the grocery store. So I knew exactly how much they were going to cost when I was at Costco. But when I go to my local grocery store next, those are normally priced around $1.50 to $1.89 a piece. So I knew today that I wanted to get the bag. It would stay in my budget. But sometimes when you're looking at those items, sometimes you have to buy, when it says like 3 for $5, you have to buy all 3 or you don't get that sales price. So make sure that you're looking at the details on that ticket to know what the sale price is. Some of the things that I did notice going to Costco first and then going to Fred Meyer's, which is like Kroger, is I always get the Kerrygold butter at Costco, and I love that I can either put it in the refrigerator or the freezer and it will stay fresh for a really long time. But at Fred Meyer's, it ends up being about $5 more when you you buy 4 of these at a time. So it ends up being a great savings to get it at Costco. And then I bought some other cheese too while I was there. I got medium cheddar Tillamook cheese, which I can also put in the freezer or shred. But when you buy medium cheddar, it freezes well. Sharp cheddar gets crumbly when you freeze it. So I like to get the medium cheddar. And then we always get like little snack serving sizes of cheeses. It's great for me. I'm diabetic, and so that's a great thing that I can go and grab out of the refrigerator at any time. But some of the things that I didn't get today are some deli cheeses, and we took some pictures of it just so you could see what we were talking about. But you need to make sure that it is by sell price when you are at the store. And if the price says per pound, you need to make sure that you're checking the label to make sure how many pounds that block of cheese is. So it can be really shocking to think that you're buying something that's $8 and it ends up being $24. Lunch meat is one of those things that I swear catches me off guard all the time. So sometimes that is one that is per pound, and sometimes it's by the sell price too. So I go and grab something off the shelf thinking that it is going to be $8 and then realizing that is per pound. But the package right next to it, or the item right next to it, is by the sell price. So it can be really confusing even when you're in a hurry. Today I chose to get this lunch meat, and I was going back and forth between 2 of them. This is one of the organic brands. I like that they are vacuum packed, so I know that we are going to be traveling soon, and I can open one and have it now and put the other 2 in the freezer, which the other brand doesn't freeze as well. So that's why I chose this brand today. But both of the 2 organic brands that they have there, you really have to check the package and that sell sign to make sure that you're making the best choice for that shopping trip. So wanting to learn more about other people's grocery budgets and getting ready for my TED Talk a couple years ago, I actually was one of the shoppers for Instacart. So it was kind of fun being able to see other people's grocery items. I used to be a checker at Albertsons way back in the day too, but I've always been kind of interested in what other people are buying at the grocery store. But one thing I hated about being a shopper for Instacart is when there would be a great meat sale going on, like buy one, get one free, especially for roasts, which are like almost $20 for a roast. And when you buy from Instacart or any of those grocery shopping delivery kind of things, you don't get the BOGO items. So knowing that the family was probably really needing the groceries and having to leave a whole entire roast behind that they could have got for free if they were grocery shopping. I'm just saying that sometimes doing grocery delivery can be a benefit to you, but really know what it is costing you. Some of the other things that we were noticing when we were at the grocery store, and I'm saying we because it was the whole content team was with me today at the grocery store doing my regular grocery shopping trip. But a lot of the prepared meals can be confusing. So we saw these beautiful chicken pot pies that look like they were $3.99, but they're per pound. So when you go to grab that and put it in your cart, you will notice it's actually like $22. So make sure that you're taking the time when you are picking up those prepared meals that you're looking to see what the true price of those are. And I know sometimes the convenience of having those is great and it's better than going through drive-through, but just know what you're putting in your cart and how much it costs so you're not shocked when you go to checkout. One thing when I'm grocery shopping lately is I stopped buying the large bags of chicken. So when you're at Costco or anywhere, it just seems like our family is smaller now and we're not going through that 10 bags of chicken at a time and they're getting freezer burned. And those zippers never work on them. So it seems like they never seal back up. I have learned over the last 10 years or so, when items are vacuum sealed, they last so much longer in the freezer and give you a much longer shelf life. And these are 2-pound packages, so I can pull this out and have dinner for tonight or maybe even some leftovers. With these packages of chicken, they come in a 3-pack, so I normally use one of them fresh, and then I normally cut them down the package line so I can put 2 of them in the freezer, and then we have 1 of them fresh. So if you're looking for more meals within budget, we have a whole playlist of chicken ideas, beef ideas, pork ideas, and we will make sure to link that in the description. Make sure that you hit subscribe and you subscribe to this channel and tell us what your biggest struggle is with grocery shopping right now.